Put your gun down, Chris. She's a key witness. We need her.
A witness? She's the one who did all this!
Resident Evil 6.
Hey gamers, welcome back to Square One Games. My name is XONEVANT, and I'm here to bring you another unlock from Resident Evil 6. It's called There's Always Hope, and we have to complete Chapter 4 in Chris's campaign. Let's get started. Okay, so here we are, Chapter 4. This is could be a pretty long chapter, so I'm gonna be editing a lot of this out. There's a lot of running around, but I will obviously show you all the major steps that it takes to get through this. This is like your first little sequence right here. This is after the car chase. The first thing you want to do is head over here to your left inside of this little room, because we got to pick up our gun, got to get our sniper rifle. I'm going to show you where that is. You can probably see it on the little icons, on the screen. You can probably see it already, but it's right here in this room on this this desk or whatever. I'm going to show you that right now. That's the first thing you want to do. There is a guy right there that I didn't know was there, and he shot me a couple of times, but you can take him out pretty easy. Also, make sure you check that briefcase in the room, because there's some more ammo up there as well. What I like to do next is go ahead and take out the guys that are way across the way. You can see there that there is something up there explodes. I'm not even sure what it is. I was actually just shooting at the enemy, and something blew up. So there is something up on that right hand side that you can use to explode. But I like to go ahead and get the guys with the laser sights completely dead, and that way I don't have to worry about getting shot long range across the map. And then you just want to head down and hit this ladder down for your partner, and make sure that is completely open and clean. And there's going to be another little sequence here where you see Ada. She's going to basically be going to a door at the far back of the map, and that's kind of where you're trying to get to, but there's a problem, and I'm going to show you that right now. As soon as you get close to it, you're going to see this little action sequence, and I'll show you this right here too. He's going to flip that switch, and when he does, the staircase that you need to get up there obviously goes up, and that's really what you're trying to do throughout this whole section, is find a way to get that staircase to come back down, to flip that switch. And so I'm going to be walking you through that. Here's just a couple of enemies that you're going to encounter. You actually don't have to kill all of these enemies. You can actually just kind of just run. But I am going to show you, because I didn't know that when I first got here, so I kind of show you what I did. But you don't have to kill everybody. It will get aggravating though if you don't try to kill at least some of them, just because they'll kind of bunch up on you. So if it were me, and I was, kind of giving you some really good advice here, is just to go ahead and kill a couple of them at least. Especially if you need the skill points, maybe try to kill them all. But you definitely don't want them to bunch up on you, because it can get really aggravating. So come up to this little ledge section and throw your partner across, and then there's going to be a little cut sequence that rotates the bridges kind of back to where you started at, and that's kind of what you want. Go ahead and hop across here. You're just trying to make it back there where that missile was, because you basically have to, I guess, I'm going to say hotwire the missile, get it working again, so that you can blow up the door that Ada went through, and then you can actually get through. So there's another little sequence where you have to hit X to keep going across that pipe. There's going to be a lot of enemies that are coming at you. You can see the laser sight on me now. Always keep moving like back and forth. Don't let the laser sight guys get a good angle on you. And then as soon as you get a break, go ahead and make sure you try to kill them. If I had to choose between the laser sight guys and the guys that were coming up on my right, it's going to be the laser sight guys, just because I feel like they hurt me more than the guys that are to my right. And then as soon as you get a chance, call your partner over and get work done, and hot wire the missile, and then it's going to blow up the way that you can go to get to that door. So you want to wrap around like the right hand side of the map. Keep following the icon that's on your screen, or use your LB, or I guess it's going to be L1 on PlayStation, to use your mini map, or your navigational system, I should say. But there's a door you're trying to get to. But if you get lost, like I said, just use your navigation system. There's going to be a set of stairs you have to come up, and then a ladder that you have to climb. You're still just kind of following the linear path of the level, and you want to keep going until you get to this door. Go ahead and call your partner over and open that door up, and then continue. And that's actually the switch that you saw the enemy pull the first time that made the steps go up. You just pulled it, so now the steps are back down. So now all you have to do is wrap your way back to I guess the back of the map from where you started, and you'll be able to complete this. So I'm kind of showing you kind of what I like to do. There's going to be like a big jet that comes down in the center of the map that's going to be shooting at you. The main thing I like to do is kind of run in a big circle, like a wide circle, just run like in a wide circle radius, and that's going to allow you to kind of get away from the gunfire. You might get shot a couple of times depending on where you put your body on the map, but it's not that hard to dodge that jet as long as you kind of keep doing some wide turns. And now that you find the staircase that got pulled down, just make your way up to this little ledge or this balcony, and then call your partner over, open up the door. There's going to be an elevator that you take. Go ahead and take that. I'm just showing you here a couple of enemies that you will encounter. I didn't want you to think that all you did was run here, right? There are going to be enemies, even though I do edit this a lot. Always be prepared for enemies to come out. There's also some enemies going to be in this room. I guess it's kind of like a little diner area, like a little lunchroom or whatever. There's going to be some enemies. What I like to do is go ahead and run on through the door and kind of let them bottleneck to me. You can't open the door behind you until they're all dead. So go ahead and throw down grenades. You can even switch to like your you know, your sniper rifle. Even though it's close range, they gotta all come through the hallway, or you can do what I did and switch to the grenade launcher and try to kill them all in one shot. That way you conserve your, you know, your other ammo like your pistol, your shotgun. You can conserve a lot of that ammo and just kind of take them out in one hit, you know what I mean? And that's usually, to me, the best way to clean that room out. Continue on. There's going to be some more enemies. I'm showing you that here. You're still just following the basic lay of the land here. I probably should have just threw a grenade right here, but this was on my first playthrough, so I didn't really know what to expect. But on your game, if you want to just toss a grenade, there's about 3 or 4 enemies right there, and you can go and clean them out probably in just using one of your resources versus all your other bullets. There's going to be this section here where your partner has to rotate that that little lever or whatever. It's going to cause the ladder to come down. You don't have to kill everything in that room. You can just go ahead and push on and climb up the ladder. There's going to be another set of stairs. Go ahead and take those stairs and just keep on going until you get to this section. And now you have to find like 3 keys or card keys, and they're marked on your mini map. You can see the little icon. I am going to show you me just picking all 3 of them up, but as far as getting you to each one of them, you can just use the icons on your screen or your navigation system, again using LB or R1, and there's no, I mean, you'll find them very easily, but this just gives you an idea of kind of the room that they're in and kind of what to expect. You can see me using my navigation system right there. It is kind of confusing just because everything kind of looks the same and it's all real close quarters like hallways and rooms, but man, if you just use that navigation system, you will have no problem finding these, and also use the little icons that show up, and you shouldn't have any issues. When you get back to the little terminal or whatever, go ahead and use all 3 keys, open up the door, and continue on. There's going to be this little section where everything kind of goes in slow motion. Just make sure you kill all the little things that are trying to come out of that little area right there. No big deal. And then go ahead and open up the next door. You're going to be in this jet sequence, and go ahead and do that. And this is really not that difficult. You don't really have to kill. You don't really have to kill anything here. Well, let me take that back. You do have to destroy the ship, but I'm saying you don't have to kill the helicopters or whatever that have the little red icons there. You don't have to do anything with them, although you can if you want to. The main thing is just making sure that you get that little diamond-shaped square reticle to show up on the ship, and then make sure your partner, if you're playing like me, I was playing with the AI, and it just kind of did it for me. But if you're rolling with a partner, make sure that he's shooting the missiles at the targets, and then anytime you see an incoming missile coming at you, just use the button prompt to kind of dodge the missile. And this is going to take, it probably took me 3 to 5 minutes to get through that. It's kind of lengthy unless I was doing something wrong, but it is a pretty lengthy part, and once you get through that, you'll be in this section. Now your partner has to, I guess, set some charges, some bombs or whatever, and there's going to be some people trying to kill him. Make sure you find them and then just unleash, you know, gunfire using the jet. And I showed you there's some stuff you can blow up as well. and you're basically just holding the enemy off so that your AI, your partner, can do their job. If you're playing with a friend online, then obviously you can communicate. Maybe he can tell you where some of the enemies are, because like right now I'm shooting up here, but I don't know if there's enemies around my partner, and you can clearly see that there are, but I didn't really know that. But maybe if you're online, you know, y'all could just be communicating, and he could tell you, or she could tell you, whoever you're playing with could tell you exactly what's going on with them, and you can get a lot of kills that way. Now there's going to be a section where the big monster comes out. You basically just have to hold it off like you always do. Just shoot it in the face, and then when it leans over, try to shoot it in its back. And again, you're just trying to buy enough time for your partner to get the charge off, and you just basically just keep that up until it's over. Then you're going to be in this next little sequence where you can see the enemy, and your partner is trying to run and catch up to you. I'm not sure what it looks like from your partner's perspective, because I haven't played the other campaign yet. I'm sure he's going to have to run and meet up with you. Just make sure you pick him up, and then there's going to be this section where you're targeting the monster, and you're waiting for the dialogue to say something to the effect of it's okay to destroy the missile. And then when you get that target on the missile, let it go, and that's going to be your unlock. There's always hope. So that completes chapter 4. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys be good. If you'd like to catch all the videos I plan on doing for Resident Evil 6, then feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the thumbnail in the center of your screen. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.